Hi, I'm Marguerite Judson, the Associate Rector at the Episcopal Church of St. Mary the Virgin in San Francisco. And today's reflection is for the second Wednesday in Lent. And we're talking about the ashes and the phoenix. And today's author was talking about heliotrope flowers, sunflowers, which follow the sun. And I've never been close enough to sunflowers to see that happen. What I do remember is being very startled when I lived in San Francisco in the Mission District. And I had a backyard that had been filled with poppies, California poppies, and realizing that they closed up at night and they opened up to the sun. And if there wasn't enough sun, they didn't open. And it reminds me of how we seek to find God and respond to God's love, and makes me wonder what it is that we're which light are we seeking? Are we seeking the light of God's love, or are we seeking other lights? Are we opening to that eternal embrace, or are we responding to people who tell us what we should do, how we should do it, who want to take a place that belongs actually to God in our lives? So that's one thing that I was thinking about with today's reflection about what light do we respond to, what light do we seek? And I've shared with St. Mary's previously the importance of a verse in the 15th chapter of the Gospel of John, when Jesus is talking with his disciples before going to the Garden of Gethsemane. And he says, "As the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. Abide or remain in my love." And I've sort of puzzled about, how does one abide in God's love? And my dog taught me an answer to that, because I adopted her in 2014. And very soon she figured out that in the mornings when I got quiet and settled in for morning prayer, that was a really good time to get on my lap. And the other morning when I was thinking about this, about how to abide, I realized that what she does is she makes an effort to jump up from, she's 12 pounds, she's a Havanese. So she makes the effort to jump up from the floor onto my lap. And then she settles down and she rests and she abides with me. And she stays there until my reading's over, my silent meditation's over. She knows when the bells chime for the end of my centering prayer, and then she hops off my lap. And I realized what a great teacher she was, that that's how I can abide in God's love, that there's an effort to make that connection, but then the invitation is to just relax and to be held in God's love. So I invite you to look for ways in your life that you feel God's love shining on you, and to spend deliberately and intentionally spend time in that presence of that love, whether that's outdoors, whether that's in silent prayer, whether that's with snuggling with your kids or with your pets. How is it that you experience that love that only God can give? I hope you find it and enjoy it. Have a holy Lent.